Hi everyone, it's Hera The Fae here. I hope you are all having a fantastic week. So I saw this article online and just thought, what? One key thing that I will admire in people is commitment. You know, you've got to admire that as a character personality, a trait within people. You're looking for the ability for people to commit. Now, this is just absolutely outrageous. So, found on the BBC News website, hello, hi. We have here, woman who sawed off own hand found guilty of fraud. And you can see there a picture, allegedly, of the saw, the circular saw that she used to cut off her hand. Now, I think you have to leave with just the thought that this is a really sad state of affairs if this is what people are doing for money. So we have a Slovenian woman has been found guilty of deliberately sawing off her own hand as part of an insurance scam. A court in the capital of Ljubljana, I think that's how you pronounce it, Ljubljana, please correct me in the comment section if I've got that incorrect, found that Julia Adlasek, 22 years old, had taken out 5 insurance policies in the year before her injury. She'd claimed it happened as she cut branches. 22 years old and she's taken out 5 insurance policies. I don't think that is the action of a 22-year-old. Think about yourself at 22. I didn't have 1 insurance policy, let alone 5. In the year, so she'd been planning this from when she was 21. Think of how immature you were at 21. No offence, listeners out there, but I'm quite an elder person now. And when I look back at my 20-something-year-old self, a lot of the time it is with borderline horror. So with that in mind, to think that a 21-year-old had planned this out, you know, for a year, I would take out 5 insurance policies, at least a year, 5 insurance policies, and then I will use a circular saw to cut off my hand. It's like something out of a film. That is terrifying. So Adlasek stood to gain more than €1 million, which is the equivalent of £900,000 in payouts. She now faces 2 years in prison without her hand, while her boyfriend has been given a 3-year sentence. Oh, gosh. See, it's fascinating, but it's actually terrifying to think that people around her didn't stop her from doing this, encouraged her to do this, you know. But again, that to me sounds like a very desperate person. Does it not to you? How desperate would you have to be to do that? To live without a limb, but the mind boggles. So Adlasek and a number of relatives were arrested in 2019 after she arrived in hospital with her hand cut off above the wrist. Court had found that she and her boyfriend had intentionally left the severed hand behind rather than bringing it with them to ensure the disability was permanent. However, authorities recovered it in time to sew it back on. Prosecutors said the woman's boyfriend had also made internet searches about artificial hands in the days beforehand. Now, this is really when you have to look at the people around you. I just don't understand it. I'm trying not to be biased here. You really have to look at the people around you. I know that if I come up with an idea that is not sensible and doesn't serve my best purpose, my best friend is probably going to say to me, Hera, I think you need to rethink that. That's not one of your best. Alternatively, maybe we should look at that from a different angle. Have you thought about X, Y, Z, A, B, C, etc., etc.? So again, I come back to the point. How desperate do you have to be to do that? And again, like her boyfriend was researching artificial... Okay, maybe he wasn't encouraging her. Maybe he was trying to talk her out of it. Maybe he was showing her the artificial hands by way to, to dissuade her from what she was about to do. But goodness me. Throughout the trial, Adlasek had denied intentionally cutting off her hand. The boyfriend's father was also given a 1-year suspended sentence, so they were all in on it. So the boyfriend's dad, and herself. Had the fraudulent claim been successful, the couple would have received more than €500,000 as a lump sum, with the rest paid in monthly instalments. Now, how do they know that there was no sort of coercion involved in this? Like, how do they know? There's so much to unpick there. Was she sort of convinced into doing that? Was she manipulated into doing that? Was it her idea? Was it the boyfriend's idea? Was it the father's idea? Did they all go along with it? Did they argue? Did they try and stop her? I'm sure this would have all came out in the court documents, but goodness me, if anything, it's just a lesson in how desperate people are, and also to check your circle. Check the people that are around you. If you've got friends and they're not trying to push you towards your best self and help you get there and give you sound advice, maybe get some new friends. I don't know. This is, and boyfriends. A boyfriend that is going to encourage you to do that and then leave your hand behind. I know I'm putting a lot on the boyfriend and the father-in-law, shall we say. Ultimately, it's down to her. Ultimately. But like I said, we don't know the ins and outs of it. But still, £900,000 to be without a part of your body. It's really hard, isn't it, to argue, because I'd sit here and say I'm very lucky. I have all my faculties. I have my limbs. I'm very lucky. Not everyone is as fortunate. But can you put a price on it? Ooh, that's a question. Can you put a price on it? I don't know. I don't think I can. But again, how desperate were these people? These are the lengths that people will go to, when people are out of options. And again, I'm saying that because I'm kind of playing devil's advocate here. There are certain people that maybe would do that, I don't know, for a different reason. Who knows? It's a bit of a strange one today. If you've got any thoughts, or if you know a little bit more about the case, please do drop your thoughts in the comment section below. In our next session, we will be looking at a sort of a lighter topic, maybe featuring Ruth and Eamon. Who knows? Well, please look after yourselves. Please make sure you are giving your friends solid advice and your loved ones. Please dissuade people from making silly decisions if you can. And as always, take care. Have a good week. Take care. Bye-bye.